everyone, welcome back to our channel. I hope you are doing okay. Obviously I know we're still in lockdown at the moment, so you might be feeling a bit miserable and just fed up, so I hope you're doing okay and keep staying safe. Hopefully we haven't got too much longer of this left to go, and fingers crossed we can hopefully have Christmas with our families, because that's what I really am hoping for. As much as obviously Disney is something I want to go back to, for the moment I'm just concentrating on spending time with my family at Christmas, and also my nephew's during December, so I would love to be able to meet him. So fingers crossed we can get through this lockdown and yeah, hopefully have a little bit of normality at the end of the year. So anyway, moving on from that, so this vlog I've decided to do is about bucket lists. So this is my Disney bucket list. Some of this, you know, Rob agrees with, and we've some of the best want to do, but obviously Rob doesn't really like being on camera, so obviously I'm doing the vlog on my own. So this is the thing, obviously we've been to Disney many times, but still there's still so many things we've yet to do, achieve. There's so much we haven't scratched the surface of really, because there's so much Disney has to offer. So these are what's on my bucket list. Okay, so the first thing might seem a bit of a funny one, but we've always wanted to try the kitchen sink sundae at Beaches and Cream Home restaurant, which is at the Beach Club Resort, and I will try and insert a picture of what it looks like, but it just looks incredible. I think from what I've seen on other people's vlogs, when they bring it to your table, there's like sirens going off. It's just crazy. And I believe they sell them at Magic Kingdom as well, but you get like the little sinks, the little sink pots that you can take home, which we've also want to do one of them as well. We just want to give both a go. We was hoping to do it on our last trip. When we went on our last trip, Beaches and Cream was closed for refurbishment, so we never got to do it that time. And I think last time we just never got to do it at Magic Kingdom, purely for the fact that I think, again, because we were on the dining plan, we were so full, the thought of like buying extra ice cream on top of what we already had, like credit-wise to use, just didn't end up happening. So definitely on our next trip, that is something we definitely 100% will be ticking off our bucket list. Dining plan or no dining plan, I can guarantee you that. So if anyone else has tried it, please let me know what it's like. I mean, I imagine it's amazing because it just looks absolutely incredible. Okay, so next thing on my bucket list, I've always wanted to be an annual pass holder. Ideally, I'd love to be an annual pass holder for Disney World, but I would more than happily be an annual pass holder for Disneyland Paris. It's something I have looked into on many occasions, much to Rob's annoyance. I keep sending him texts and pictures, look how much this costs, look how much that costs, because I just can't help myself. Obviously Paris is more likely for us, obviously living in England, it's easier to get to. I don't think I'd love to buy an annual pass for Walt Disney World. I was very close to doing it on our last holiday, but it would have been a waste of money, because there's no way well, the chances of going twice in a year for us is pretty slim. So I think if I am a annual pass, excuse me, God, I'm terrible. Just had a bar of chocolate, I think I'm on a sugar high. Yeah, so if we ever do become annual pass holders, it's more likely to be for Paris. I have mentioned, like I mentioned it to Rob, I think Rob wants to kind of wait till possibly there's a lot of work going to be coming up, but I think they're building Frozen Land, Star Wars, so I think he wants to wait for all that to be done before we buy it. But to be honest, I'd buy one now, just because, well, just because it's Disney, isn't it? I'd want to go whatever's going on. So hopefully one day I'll be able to tick that off our bucket list. So another thing on our bucket list I've always wanted to have or be a part of is a Disney Vacation Club. So obviously, if you've ever heard of DVC, obviously, which stands for Disney Vacation Club. I don't know huge amounts about it, but it's just something I've always wanted to be in, because it just sounds cool to be part of a Disney Vacation Club. We've looked into a little bits here and there. It's basically a timeshare sort of program, from how I understand it. I think you can pay for it, you do like an annual fee, like a monthly fee. You can pay like a one lump sum, which I think when I've watched the people's vlogs, it's roughly about £28,000, which is a lot of money. But you do get benefits for that, which you'd hope for that kind of money. Also, I think you get like special parties, like nights with DVC members, which look amazing. So yeah, I want to be a part of all that, because I just want to be a part of anything that involves being part of Disney. So I do play the postcode lottery, and I know a lot of their big prizes are £30,000. So every time we see the advert, I say to Ollie that if we're going to be part of Disney Vacation Club, that if we ever win that, we're going to be part of Disney Vacation Club. So if they ever want to knock on the door or ring on the bell to give me 30 grand, I will gratefully receive it, and I know exactly where that money will be spent. And we might have a little bit of money left over for a couple of annual passes, so you know, got it all planned out. I've always got a plan, because you never know, you look, do you? Some days someone's got to win it, you know. Hopefully it's going to be me one day. please, 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 I want to be part of the Disney Vacation Club so badly. And also, if anyone else is part of the Disney Vacation Club, just let me know, do you think it's worth the money? Because I know as much as I say I want to be a part of it, I don't, you know, until you actually do it, I don't know if it's going to be worth the money. So I'm just intrigued on anyone else's opinions on it, and how, if you are part of it, how you found it. So comments below if you've got any information on it, it'd be very helpful. Thank you. Okay, something I've always wanted to do at Disney, and Rob as well, but is the Keys to the Kingdom tour around Magic Kingdom. It takes you all sort of like underground, behind the scenes of Disney. I know it's not for children under the age of 15, I believe, so it's not something we do as a family. And I think some people probably think, would it ruin the magic? But for me, I love knowing about what goes on behind the scenes. I find it fascinating. I'm just, well, I call it inquisitive. Rob says I'm nosy, but I don't listen to what he says, he just talks rubbish. So I just think it'd be something so exciting to see, and just, yeah, I'd love to. And also, I'd also love to do the Walking in Walt's Footsteps tour at Disneyland in California. That would just be incredible. And I think with that, you get to go around his apartment, which is in Disneyland. So to actually walk in the great man's footsteps would just be, oh, I can't even begin to imagine how exciting that would be, to go in his apartment. Will be incredible. So if any of you have done those tours, please, again, same like before, let me know in the comments what it's like. Did you find it ruin the magic? Did you really enjoy it? What were your opinions on it? Because I'd love to know. I'm really interested to find out, because I don't really know anyone who's done it. And obviously you can't watch vlogs on it because for obvious reasons you can't video it, because, well, it's behind the scenes, it's private, isn't it? So obviously you can't see anything about it. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. So, next thing I've always wanted to do is be at Disney World for my birthday. Unfortunately, this was a year I was hoping it would happen, being my 40th, but COVID totally killed that stone dead. The chances of being at Disney World on one of our birthdays is quite slim anyway, because my birthday is New Year's Eve, which Rob's like, oh my God, it's crazy busy, why on earth would you want to go at that time of year? And to be fair, Rob and Ollie's birthdays aren't much better, because Ollie's is end of July and Rob's is in August. So we're all kind of like, they're in this peak time with the summer holidays, most expensive, crazy busy, crazy hot. So the chances of being for Disney at one of our birthdays is very slim. But you can't pick and choose your birthdays, unfortunately. So, but maybe one year I can live in hope. So fingers crossed. It's definitely going to be this year. I would say wait for my 50th, but I'm just about accepting turning 40. But yeah, so maybe one day we'll make it to Disney World or just in any Disney park for one of our birthdays. So next on our list is, well, and this is something we all agree on, by the way, and it's not just me. If you watched our last vlogs, and obviously we went to the Polynesian Hotel, you know how much we said we wanted to stay there, and that has not changed. That is our dream resort, the Polynesian. It just looks, oh my God, amazing. A lot of people, you know, a lot of people's dream hotels are Grand Floridian, each to their own. Personally, beautiful hotel, love it. It's just not personally for us. I found, you know, I think you can always tell a lot from like when you go to, like, we went into one of their gift shops, and it was like really fancy sort of stuff, and I was just looking like, this ain't for me. It's not our kind of hotel. Beautiful as it is, like I say, but like I say, we've all got our own taste, which is good job really, otherwise we'd all be trying to stop in the hotel, we'd never get in. But for us, Polynesian, that is a pinnacle. I don't think we'd ever afford to stop there for 2 weeks, because I think it would just bleed us dry. But maybe we maybe thought about maybe on another trip when we go, maybe try and split the hotels, maybe do a couple of nights in the Polynesian, obviously, in the longer stay in the obviously less expensive Disney hotel. But that's something maybe look into on our next trip. So hopefully that'll be something we can tick off our bucket list. Maybe it's a couple of nights. It's probably a bit more realistic than a 2-week holiday, because even though like on my last video I do a lot of overtime, there's only so much overtime you can do in a year, in a space of time, and I don't think I could physically work enough to pay for the Polynesian. Okay, so 2 more things. I'll put this in together in one lump category. We've always wanted to do a Disney cruise. Well, I keep pushing for that one. We did look into it at one point, and we looked at it when we went for our honeymoon in 2015. We looked to tag it onto the end of a Disney World trip, but when we looked at the cost of it, it was almost as much as the trip to Disney World itself, now just for a couple of days. So we didn't end up doing it. As much as we wanted to, it was just like, we haven't got that kind of money at the time. Maybe it's something we could look at doing in the future. And obviously the other thing we also want to do is Aulani. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. It's in Hawaii, the resort in Hawaii. It looks amazing. We actually did look into it at one point a fair few years ago. A little bit of a story behind that. We were due to get married in August 2013. We were looking to go do like California and Aulani in like one trip. Obviously at the same, well, not physically at the same time, but you know what I mean. We looked into it, priced it all up. Obviously we were due to get married 10 months before we were due to get married. I'd found out Ollie was going to make an appearance, so the wedding had to get postponed. Then we got married in 2015, and then after that's when we had our honeymoon in the December. But when we looked into California and Aulani with us as a family, I didn't really think it was for us at that time, because Ollie was only 2.5. We wasn't familiar with, we'd never been to California, so it wasn't a place we were familiar with. At least with Disney World we knew exactly what we were doing, so that's where we ended up going there for our honeymoon. But that doesn't mean to say it won't happen in the future, which takes me on to our next part of the bucket list. Oh my lord, that Josh never had that Snickers, big mistake. Yeah, last part of the bucket list is the biggie, which I think pretty much majority of Disney fans over the world could probably agree with this one. So the one for us is just to visit all the Disney parks around the world. So obviously we've done Paris, we've done obviously Walt Disney World. So the next on our list is California, then we've got Tokyo, Shanghai and Hong Kong. They just look beyond incredible. I mean, we've watched so many, I've been watched so much on Shanghai and Hong Kong. I've watched a bit, I think I watched Eleanor Dreaming in Shanghai. That looked incredible. That Toy Story hotel just looked, oh my god, that looked amazing. California I've watched a lot more about, because I'm just really, that's the next one on the list for us after we go to Disney World next time. I've already, I sound like a right bossy cow, don't I? But I've expressed my opinion that we'd like to go there next. And then Tokyo just looks, just wow. If you go to watch any vlogs, it just looks amazing. Hong Kong, I don't know too much about, but yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to have a photo out of each single castle across the world? So that bucket list dream might take a lot longer to tick off. But if we do ever achieve any of those, obviously the camera will be coming with us, which means you get to see our adventures. So we can only hope that happens one day. So keep working, keep plugging away, keep playing the postcode lottery. I think we need a bit more than 30 grand for that. But yeah, so fingers crossed, that's something we'd love to do. And I just think, you know, how often do you get to go to the likes of Tokyo or Shanghai? I just think, and I'd like to see, obviously, beyond the Disney parks of that as well, just to be an amazing place to go to. And Japan's just always somewhere that's fascinated me. Oh, it just looks, well, it looks like a whole other world, doesn't it, really? So fingers crossed we can tick all these off our bucket list. So that's it for our bucket list. I'm intrigued to see what will be on your bucket list. So leave it in the comments below what things you want to do, or if there's anything on the list of mine that you have done, and just let me know what it's like, because you know, I love to hear about other people's experiences. Oh, excuse me, the bloody Snickers, never again. Yeah. Where am I? What? There wouldn't be a vlog without a brain fart, would there? You know, I got at least I'm consistent with that, if nothing else. Yeah. So next vlog, I am thinking of maybe doing like a question and answer for us. Anything you want to know, like what, you know, Disney related questions, us as a family. Chances are Rob probably won't be in it, because he's not really a big fan of being on the camera, like especially like this. I'm sure Ollie will want to be involved because he just loves talking. So there might be a long vlog, so brace yourself. Any questions for Ollie, you know, yeah, you know, leave them in the comments. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, message me on Instagram privately about any questions you want to know about us, or just anything really. I mean, I'm not going to go too personal, you know what I mean, but you know, there might be something you're dying to ask, and yeah, this is the opportunity, so ask us your question. Okay, so thank you for watching this vlog. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, press the notification bell to find out when our next videos are coming up. Also, one little, before I go, ears this week, again, Bespoke Stitches coat, I will link her below. Yeah, it's just fantastic ears, and I've got another pair on the way, so hopefully that'll be in another vlog in the near future. And yeah, one more favour to ask. On my channel I've got quite a lot of featured channels, so I would love it if you could check those channels out, give them a subscribe, watch their vlogs. They're all fantastic YouTubers, really good people, really, you know, lovely. So there's nothing much else to do at the moment, so you might as well watch their vlogs after you've watched mine, of course. Oh, what made me think I should do a wink? Ridiculous. So on that note, I will leave it there, and stay safe, keep doing what we're doing. Hopefully the end is in sight. So take care, and lots of love to you all. Bye.